An alleged unwanted drugs for sex suspect in Fargo. Kevin Olin Davis of Fargo is facing charges after police responded to a report of a sexual assault on November 22nd. According to court documents, a 17-year-old girl who was alone in an apartment reported in an incident report, quote, Jane Doe recounted that around 5:30 p.m., her neighbor, later identified as Kevin Davis, knocked on her door and introduced himself. She allowed him inside, believing he seemed like a nice person. Davis began mentioning to Jane Doe that he had been watching her for a long time and wanted to get to know her. During their conversation, Davis began discussing his possession of various drugs, including cocaine and marijuana. Then he propositioned Jane Doe for sex in exchange for marijuana, which she declined multiple times. Davis also proposed being her sugar daddy. While this conversation ensued, Jane Doe was sitting on her bed and Kevin was sitting in a chair next to her bed. Jane Doe mentioned that Kevin brought over a bag of marijuana and was showing it to her and left the bag on her bed for her to have. Jane Doe stated that Kevin made several sexual comments and advances despite her repeated refusals. She informed him that she was 17 years old, to which he responded inappropriately, indicated he trusted her more because of her age. Davis then followed Jane Doe into the kitchen, where he grabbed her right breast with his left hand and her buttocks with his right hand. He also kissed her face multiple times. Jane Doe managed to gently push him away and ask him to leave, fearing for her safety, unquote. That's part of the incident report. Davis now charged with felony delivery of a controlled substance, marijuana, and misdemeanors of sexual assault and possession of a controlled substance. I'm Neil Carlson reporting for iNewZ.TV.